Hi everyone, as promised, 2:30 and I am live. I have a new video jig, so you'll have to let me know if it seems like it's too far away from the camera because I have the option to have it a little bit closer. So please let me know what you think as we progress. So we are going to have a little bit of fun with some tags today. We do a lot of cards and sometimes we just need something quick. We need something to go on a hostess gift. We need something to just go on a gift. We don't have time for a whole card, or we just don't need a card, and really tags are fun. So let's give it a whirl. All right. So my details, as always. Off we go. So we are going to be playing with some more of the new products. Hi, Kathy. We have Labels to Love and Merry Little Labels, and both of these stamp sets coordinate with a new punch. All right, so we are going to be working with that today. In addition to that, we are going to be working with the scallop tag topper, since we're making tags. And we are working with some of the DSP from the Quilted Christmas. So this is one of these packs that comes in a 6x6 and you get like 48 sheets or something crazy. Yep, 48 sheets. So fabulous. And these things, this is available in my holiday product share if you want your hands on it, but you don't want 48 sheets. All right. The other thing we're gonna play with is the Memories and More Merry Little Christmas card pack. I don't do memory keeping, at least not with paper crafting, but you get some really great little bits of patterned paper in here. So I thought I would showcase how I was going to use that to make some tags and some card fronts. All right, so keep all that in mind as we carry on. Let's get started. So as always, I've done a little bit of prep work ahead of time because I hate for you guys to be spending a lot of time watching me cut and that sort of stuff. So what I have done here, we're going to start with this little note card. Hi, Lynn. So these are, this is the Crumb Cake note card. You can get the note card packs. You get 20 in a pack. You get the 5x3.5 note card as well as the envelopes. So I wanted to use this piece, and this is from that Memories and More pack, and this is the perfect shape for a stamp that I wanted to use. So I'm just turning that over. We're going to use this. This paper is from that Quilted Christmas DSP. All right, so we've got Garden Green, we've got Lemon Lime Twist, and we've got Pool Party. And then you can see I'm multitasking or multi-using a piece of Lemon Lime Twist to frame out this, just to draw in a bit more of that color. All right, so we are going to stamp our sentiment in Lemon Lime Twist. And for this one, we're going to use this special delivery from the North Pole, which perfectly fits inside of the oval. I'm going to quickly do my little trick because I forgot to do it ahead of time, and I want to know where my words are. So I know that I have talked about this trick before as a way to have some idea of where the sentiment is, but also still have your stamp stick to the block. Hi, Amanda. So I just cut so that we see some bits of the label that are going to be helpful for us when we're lining it up. The other trick, which I have shown you before, is the chapstick, where if you put the entire label on, you can use chapstick to make it stick to your block. All right, but I just want to have a quick idea of where this is going to be, and I want it to stick to my block. I also like to do this for my classes so that people know, hey Corey, where the words are and how they're lining the images up, because some people are not quite as freewheeling as others and willing to sort of just hope it works. I also get to be upstairs today, so hopefully this natural lighting is helping. My husband and my son have gone out for a boys' play date with another dad. So mom is home alone. Yay! All right. So we've got that, and because I have done that, I can see where it goes, and you can see how nicely it still sticks to our block. Yes, thank you, Amanda. It is a good little tip. All right, so we have our special delivery from the North Pole in our lemon lime twist. Let's put the lid on that. All right, get ourselves some snail. So I'm going to snail on the back of this because, like I showed you, I'm multi-using our piece of colored cardstock. So I need to line this up perfectly. So my apologies if my head is all of a sudden in the frame. So we're not bringing in a ton of the lemon lime, but just enough to make it pop. All right. And then we're gonna use this piece. And so you can see how quick this is when we utilize these little pieces from that Memories and More pack. And also this note card. So keeping in mind there's going to be lots of 3x3 note cards coming out with the new catalog. Hello, Miranda. Because the envelopes are suddenly available. So the other thing I wanted to do here is I wanted to tie in the pool party, which you don't see now as much because it's pretty much been cut off, but I still wanted to bring that in somehow. I had some ribbon. It is retired, so don't get too excited about it. But I wanted to just sort of play with that. I was also gonna do lemon lime twist ribbon, but I think now that I've got the lemon lime here, I'm just gonna do the pool party. So I'm just gonna sort of approximate how much I need here, cut it off, stick it down, and Bob is your uncle. He's not my uncle, but he might be yours. All right, so we're gonna go like so, comme ça. And then I generally like to just put a bit of snail down so that my ribbon is roughly where I want it to be. I am a little bit particular that way. All right, and then we're gonna use some dimensionals on here, of course, and be done with it. And then we will move on to our tags. I don't know about where you're living, but where I am living, it is stinking hot out. I swear to God, it's like 31 degrees outside. There's a breeze, but I assure you it is not a cool breeze. We do not have air conditioning, so the current temperature inside my home when I walked over to do this video is like 25.5 degrees, which is quite warm. But thankfully my crafting space, which is where I would normally do my videos if I were not home alone, is in the basement, and the basement is nice and cool. Sorry, did you see how I didn't have that quite lined up? So I was not super happy about. There we go, much better. All right, trim our edges. There we go, little note card number 1. So I think it's pretty cute. Hopefully you do as well. Let's move on to our tag. So we're just gonna put that off to the side. You can still see it. All right, So again, I am using pieces from the Memories and More pack, which I have already trimmed to be 2 inches wide. And the reason I have trimmed it to be 2 inches wide is it needs to be 2 inches wide to fit into our scallop punch. All right, so that is what I am doing. So we will start by just topping both of these. So we're just going to stick it in. Then we get our cute little scallop tag, which allows us to put our ribbon in there. Okay, so that is that piece done. Oh, I know what I forgot, folks. I forgot the paper to actually stamp our images on. So that is going to be a bit of a problem. So you're going to have to bear with me while I quickly think of what I'm going to do there. I have the ink, but I did not remember to bring up any paper. All right, let's see if we have something we can use in these little guys. Basically, I'm looking for white, so that will work. All right, foolish, foolish. All right, so we are going to, with this one as well, utilize our markers. This is going to be a bit of a 2-step tag. So we've got this image here, which I'm going to do in Cherry Cobbler. Make sure we've got that nice. And then I want to make sure that this is going to fit nicely in our punch. So we're going to, oh gosh, well that is a disaster. So that's what happens when we press too hard, people. This is what I tell people in my classes all the time. And then look what I've done. All right, well, cancel that. So I don't really want lines in our picture. We can't, there's nothing we can do there, folks. That cannot be saved. Let's try again. All right, note to self, don't get any ink in the middle. Much better. Okay, trying again. Lovely. Okay, so there's our outline. Do away with that. Do away with that stamp. And now I'm going to use this cute little guy in the middle. So Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas to you and yours. So again, we're gonna do our little trick only because I don't have any lip balm in my pocket. And that's just how we roll. Just gotta make sure you got the right side of the stamp, because nothing's worse than sticking on the label and you've stuck it on upside down. That won't make your class participants happy, nor will it make you happy. All right. Okay, so we've got that on. Well, I guess I don't actually have to use markers because I'm going to do the whole stamp in this color. Okay, so now we're going to do this guy, wow, in the green. I'm really inking up a storm here. And we're just going to line that up. Sorry if my head's in the frame. There we go. Cute. Okay, and now we are gonna get our new punch and punch that out. All right, and we're gonna put that just right across there. So we could make this tag shorter if we want. I just left it at the length of the paper just to start with because I wasn't sure what we were gonna be dealing with. The other thing I think I would actually do with this, and so if you bear with me, I'll go get it. Some metallic thread behind that will look really sharp. All right, so bear with me. We will do that on that one. And then this one, I want to do this vertical, let it snow. And we're gonna do this in Dapper Denim. And then we've got the Dapper Denim. So I might actually be able to stamp. You could stamp it right on there, I guess. I'm not going to though, but now we need to find another little strip of paper we can use. All right. Bear with me. I'm going to grab a little piece of paper and I'm going to grab that metallic thread. You think you have everything at your fingertips, you realize you don't. Okay, and that it's just gonna fit but might not be wide enough for our punch, but let's give it a try. Whew, that's pretty. All right, I'm gonna stamp it on here so we don't get any on the table. Okay, a little crooked, that's all right. And then that, oh perfect, is going to go in there. Look at how pretty that is. Okay, that is super pretty. Get rid of that before we've got that all over the place. And so then my plan with this one is just to put it on there. It doesn't have to be super fancy. Like I think we all sort of instinctively think it's missing something, it needs more, and maybe sometimes it does, but I don't think it always does. So let's just let this be what it is. A simple tag, whether you're gonna put it on a wine bottle, some handmade goodies, or even a gift. All right, and then we have this Dapper Denim striped ribbon because we need some ribbon to finish off our tag. And there are lots of different ways to do ribbon, so you could just loop it through and then tie a little bit of twine there. So what I generally do so that it doesn't fall off, and then I have the option of doing whatever I want with it after, is I loop it through and then put my ends through. And then at least your ribbon's attached for now. And then if you want to loop it on a wine bottle or if you decide to tie it to a gift, you can then play around with it however you want when the time has come. So that is that one. All right, so we've got that Let It Snow in the Dapper Denim with the Dapper Denim ink on the Memories and More pack, and we've used the tag topper, and we've used that new label punch. So that is tag 1 complete. There was our note card from before. All right, and then we're just gonna finish up with this. So many of you know my trick with metallic thread. It's to use a dimensional. So this metallic thread was on the clearance rack, okay? It may still be on the clearance rack, so by all means, if it is, get in there. So I just like to start and twirl, and just this way you've got somewhere for it to hang on to. Otherwise I found I was like coiling and coiling and coiling. I just ended up with a giant mess of thread that I was never happy with. It was all in one spot and not in another, and you know, I would look at someone else's card and theirs always looked so much better, and I was like, wow, there's got to be a better way to do this. And so this is what I have come up with. For the most part, I find it works very well, as long as you're not pulling it off, which is what I am currently doing. But just loop it around, put it on your dimensional. If you're super picky like I'm being, then you need to fix your loops because you don't like them. Did I mention how hot it is here? Oh my goodness. I'm like right in front of the window, which I've kept the blind open to hopefully allow for more natural light in this video. I'm not actually sure that has helped us. But we're doing it anyway. And in this case, we have those other dimensionals, so it could totally loop around those if you wanted to. It is not a exact science by any means. So then you can just snip it off and stick it on. So there you go. We have our 2 tags and our note card, okay? So the majority of these items are not yet available, but they will be available on Friday, September the 1st. If you know that you are going to order more than $100, then by all means, order online, have it delivered to your home, use the hostess code that I will post on the 1st of September. If you do not think you will order $100 in your first order from the holiday catalog, then you want to send your order to me if you're local, and we'll put it in together on a group order to help you save on shipping. All right, so that's just always what you want to consider. But once your order is close to $100, it's worth it for you to just get it delivered to your house, because you're essentially going to pay the same amount of shipping. So it saves you having to come to my house to pick it up. All right, so 2 quick little tags and a note card. I hope you guys like that. Thanks for bearing with me for getting a couple of things. Please let me know if I was too far away, because like I said, I have a shorter post I can use to try to be closer in the next videos. All right, go enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you again in a couple of days for sure, if not tomorrow. I'll keep you posted. Thanks, guys.